My name is Jeannie Hughes. I am chairwoman of the Marana Chamber of Commerce and owner of Undercover Laser. For the last 34 years, the Marana Chamber of Commerce has been the voice of businesses that works to build economic growth and quality of life in our community. Like everyone in this room, the Marana Chamber was tested by the pandemic. As a relation-based organization, we took it upon ourselves to be a resource to you. We updated our website with links to be up to date with information and kept in touch with our weekly e-newsletter. Chamber staff also made daily calls to businesses, and like everyone else, we started with the four-letter word Zoom. Once staff was able to safely return to the office, we began hosting in-person events and meetings once again. Over the last year, we have seen so many new things. New businesses, the restructuring and pivoting of businesses, and sadly, some businesses that have closed. However, we've seen more than anything else that we can work together and that we do care for one another. And that's an amazing story to tell. With the continued partnership with the Town of Marana and our businesses, the Marana Chamber of Commerce is excited to start a new chapter. We have a beautiful building, the innovative leadership of our new president and CEO, Amanda Wiggins. We also have the new designation as an Arizona State Visitor Center. As a member of the Marana Chamber of Commerce and as a resident of the Town of Marana, it is a great honor for me to stand here and thank you all for your support. Now, before I introduce our MC, I have a story to tell about our MC. 2 years ago, he sat at my table, and I couldn't wait to tell everyone Dan Morris was at my luncheon table. So this year, I get to introduce him, so I feel like I'm totally winning at this. It is my pleasure to introduce the Master of Ceremonies for today's event, Dan Morris. I love his motto, find a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life. That is exactly how Dan Morris feels about working as the evening news anchor at KOLD News 13, where he has been keeping our community informed since 1999. Please welcome Dan Morris.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that intro. And thanks to everybody for being here today. Who's loving this monsoon this year? Tell you what, after last year's and the year before's non-soon, this weather is phenomenal. And driving up here, you can see some clouds off in the distance. So I might be getting rain and my neighbor's not, but I love it when I'm under those clouds. Well, it's an honor and privilege to be with you here today. We as a community continue to work together to get through some very incredibly challenging times. It's been a long year and a half. But Marana is an incredibly special place. We all know that. Many of you here today exemplify the culture, and I really want to thank each and every one of you for your contributions to the town of Marana. This afternoon, we gather to look back and celebrate where we've been as a community and where we will go. So please, as we get our program started today, stand for the presentation of the colors and the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the national anthem, which will be sung by Delois Pearson, the Southern Arizona VA Healthcare System. And now Pastor Dale Moe would come up and give our invocation, please.
Let us pray. O Lord of all creation, we come before you today to give you honor and praise. You, O Lord, are the source of all that is good. You are the source of all our blessings. Thank you for every gift that we have been given through your holiness. And we thank you for the opportunity to come and gather together this day. We ask your hand of blessing on this gathering and our meal. We ask that you, O Lord, will guide and direct the people of our wonderful town of Marana and the surrounding communities so that it is filled with your wisdom and productivity and respect for one another. Lord, thank you for helping us in our work so as to accomplish our goals, and may our goals be directed by you. Give us thankful hearts of what we have been given and may we receive those gifts with compassion and goodness of your glory. Help us to be steadfast in our vocations, ever mindful that you are with us at all times and in all places. And Lord, make your light to shine upon us and grant us newness of life today and always. And so I pray, O Lord, in the power of your Holy Spirit, to continue to provide your grace and blessings on our work, our families, our friendships, our civil and governmental leaders, our volunteers, our businesses, our Chamber of Commerce, our farmers, our schools, our military, our police officers, our firefighters, our medical personnel, our churches, and all people throughout this land. Praying this in Jesus' holy and precious name. Amen.
All right, you may be seated. Thank you. And I think now after that prayer, the appropriate thing, just to maybe mention a couple of names. I want to just honor the memory of Northwest Fire Chief Jeff Mature, who retired a few years ago and was sadly killed. And also Ed Stolmaker, used to be with the Marana Chamber. I think we can kind of give them a memory because both two great men, very active participants in our town. So please, on that note, let's give thanks, break some bread, make some new friends, enjoy the company around your table. I'll be back soon to recognize some of our sponsors and guests. All right, everybody. Well, as you continue to enjoy your lunch, I would like to take this moment to thank the community supporters who are making this event possible. First, I would like to recognize the signature sponsor of today's event. Cal Portland has been an important member of our community for decades. They've been the driving force in our workforce and Marana's local economy. As evident in their signature sponsorship, Cal Portland believes in investing in our community. Cal Portland's actions towards sustainable product that is positively impacting our environment is why customers choose Cal Portland time and time again. Now I would like to thank our diamond sponsors, Anstar Productions Group, Bear, Trico, and of course the Ritz-Carlton Del Mountain, Hughes Federal Credit Union, and Tucson Electric Power, TEP. In addition, today's Ruby sponsors, AAA Landscape, you see their trucks all over town, Bella Ford, Cottonwood Properties, NHC Healthcare, HSL Properties, Humberto Lopez, Pima Federal Credit Union, Pima J-10, and Pulte Homes, and along with Sunbelt Holdings. Now these companies and organizations listed in your program, and you're also on the screens around me, they've invested in our community, and we would like to thank their commitment to Marana. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize some of our folks in the audience today. We have a number of elected officials attending, so if you are an elected official, will you please stand so we can recognize you for your service. Also, I would like to take a moment to recognize members of the armed forces, veterans, and emergency responders who are here with us today. So please, if you are a first responder working in healthcare, please stand up. Thank you all for your service to our community.
Tuesday, we declared a state of emergency, as most cities and towns in the state did. What we are trying to do is stop the spread of COVID-19, the coronavirus. I want to tell you that our community services are also up and running. Our police are doing a great job. Northwest Fire, our partner, are doing a great job. The parks are still open. Potable water is being serviced, wastewater is being serviced, and animal control is still available. But I want you to know that we, the elected officials of the town of Marana, love the citizens in our community and plan to continue to do the very best we can. This is Marana Mayor Ed Honey here at MHC Healthcare getting my first COVID vaccination. I want to encourage all of you to come in and get vaccinated so we can create a herd immunity in Marana and the Avra Valley as soon as possible.
He worked for the U.S. Postal Service in Marana as a contractor for 29 years before retiring in 2007. It doesn't seem right to refer to him as being retired. He worked so hard. Mayor Honey is a member of the Pima Association of Governments, including chair in 2020 and the chair of the Regional Transportation Authority. He serves on the executive board of the Arizona League of Cities and Towns and is a member of Arizona Town Hall, Central Arizona Association of Governments, the Arizona Association of Economic Development, the Marana Optimist Club, and Marana Chamber of Commerce. He formerly served on the MHC Healthcare and Marana Food Bank boards, and Mayor Honey is a graduate of Marana High School, the U.S. Naval School of Construction, and Pima Community College. He served in the U.S. Navy Seabees during the Vietnam War and is a lifetime member of VFW Post 5990 in Marana. The mayor is an outdoor enthusiast and an avid hiker and can be found most days on one of the many trails that run throughout our community. He has 2 children and 3 grandchildren. Mayor Ed Honey, please welcome to the stage.
use the teleprompter. I've got some real fancy notes here. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. It's kind of odd for us to have a State of the Town in July, and I could give you the story, but I'm not going to waste your time on that. It's so nice to see everybody here, face to face, without a mask or not on a Zoom meeting. You know. Dan mentioned it before, but I'd like to take just a moment. I would ask everybody in the crowd if they would stand for just a moment. And what I want to do is, almost all of us here knew Ed Stolmaker. In the 15 years he served on the Marana Chamber Board as president and CEO. And most of us knew Jeff Bytura, who was 24 years chief of Northwest Fire, who lost his life in a plane crash. Both of those men we had to say goodbye to this month. And I would ask if we could observe just a moment of silence in their behalf. Thank you. Please be seated. Marana's been doing pretty well. We thought we were going to suffer during the COVID crisis, and we did, to a certain amount of not being as mobile as we would have liked to have been. But our population is growing like crazy. We're somewhere between 52 and 55,000 people. I think closer to 55. Our population is growing because we're getting so many new families moving to our community. In the last fiscal year, we had 1,067 new single-family residences. That averages out to 89 a month. And we had 143 in June, the last month of the fiscal year. So people are coming to our community. I want to think they're coming to our community because of the great things we have to offer and the great people like you all that give them a reason to come here. We're also going to hire 26 new employees this year. And you say, wow, that's quite a bit for a town our size. We didn't hire any employees last year. We thought we were going to have a 15% deduction in sales tax revenue. Instead, it went up 15%. Did you try to buy paper towels, toilet tissue, beans, or rice at our Costco or Walmart in Marana? Couldn't find it. But we're going to hire 5 new police officers, a new dispatcher, I think 4 people in Park and Rec, 4 in transportation, a lot of people, because our thing here is we want to be able to provide service at the level that everybody that either lives or works or recreates in Marana is used to. One of the parts of our community that really suffered during the COVID pandemic was hospitality, tourism, hotel rooms, and those types of things. We were down to almost 25%. I can tell you in April, we were at 68% of our 1,270 rooms, and we're getting a new 100-room hotel at Joplin and Cortero that'll start later this year. So we'll go to 1,370. And our growth in that industry is about 3% over 2019, which means people are coming here to recreate. They're coming here to go on vacation. They're eating in our restaurants. They're shopping in our stores. And I keep saying, we're back. You know, some of the big celebrations, this is the second one that the town has had recently. Our 4th of July Independence Day celebration at Silverbell Crossroads Park was packed. The Walmart Shopping Center was packed. The Fry Shopping Center was packed. And everybody that lived in Continental Ranch, Continental Reserves, Pima Farms, every neighbor or relative wanted to come to their house to watch the fireworks. The fireworks went off without a hitch. It was a great show. We didn't have any fires around it. neighborhoods in northern Marana, they were kind of pancaked in between the Union Pacific Railroad and the CAP Canal. They had one way in and one way out. There's about 1,000 homes in there. And if you needed police protection or medical or fire protection or somebody to get in there, if the train was going slowly across the crossing, you couldn't get in or out. Well, we talked about it for years, we talked about it for years, and finally Roxanne Ziegler said, build the road. And for those of you that know Councilmember Ziegler, when Roxanne built the road, we built the road. Cost us $4 million, but there's now another entry in and out of that project. Water is a big issue for all of us. And one of the things that we had a lot of problems with water lately, and some in Marana, is perfluorinated compounds and 1,4-dioxins. These are not something that we put in the water. They were put in at maybe Wisconsin and different places where they clean airplanes and stuff, and it got into our system. But we piggybacked on the back with Tucson. We actually filed a lawsuit, but we didn't wait for the lawsuit to take place to take action. Vice Mayor John Pose said build the water treatment centers. So we did. We built 2 of them. One in Continental Reserve and one in Saguaro Ranch, or Saguaro Bloom. I'll get the name down there. They were $8 million a piece. Money we didn't necessarily have to spend on something we weren't sure of. But when it comes to our residences, the residents that live in our community, they always come first. Those plants are completed and online. So we have done that to take care of our community. Another project that we're dealing with community partners on is the NERGE project. It's not NERD, it's NWRDS. Anyways, the Northwest project of pumping water by Marana's airport in far north Marana, where the water table there is still going up about 6 inches a year. We are going to partner with Metro Water and the town of Laurel Valley. Vice Mayor is here today, welcome. And we're going to, I think it's a 30 or 36-inch line. We're going to pump water from where it is in the region. Metro and Laurel Valley recharge CAP water in that same area. The water table's going up because of the Santa Cruz River and the recharge there. And so we're going to work with those community partners to provide clean, potable water for the northwest part of our region. The big project, Marana Community Center and Aquatic Center. Communities all through the state have started doing this. Like I mentioned, I think Marana's about 55,000 people. And I can tell you, I've talked to the staff, we're going to do about 100 new houses this month again as well. People are coming here rapidly. We need a place to meet. We need a place to go. We'll use this center for Founders Day. We'll use this center for the holiday festival, Christmas tree lighting. We need a place for our community to go and recreate. I said you can recreate between 9 months and 90 years. We'll have senior aerobics and wading pools. We're going to have indoor courts. We're going to have indoor meeting rooms. And we're really, really proud of this facility. It's going to be about a $42 million facility in estimate. But I will say that all 7 members of our council voted unanimously to start on this project. We'll do the design this year. And by next fiscal year, we will start going vertical with both of those. We're going to build them concurrently. And we're going to have a community center and aquatic center in the town of Marana. So we're very proud of it. I'm not going to formally introduce the speakers. To my right tonight here today, but I am going to make a couple of comments. I warned Amy about this when she came in, but Amy McReynolds is president of KB Homes. And people say, oh, those home builders are coming in, they're from out of state, or they're from Mars, or they're from California, or somewhere like that.
Same thing.
Amy McReynolds graduated from Marana High School. She's president of KB Homes. I'm very proud of her. And I'll tell you, she does a lot of great things. Amy and her sister, Tammy Foster, work in the Marana Alumni Association for Marana High School right now. They're very active in our community. And Amy is one of only 2 women in about 80 years of the existence of SUB to be president and CEO of that organization. The other person you see here is Dr. Clint Kuntz. That's PhD, not MD, but I'm going to explain some of that as well. Clint runs MHC Healthcare. 17 different locations. How would you like to run a medical organization with 17 locations during the COVID pandemic? He did it, and he did it well. You know, they had drive-through shots for people to get shots for COVID. In fact, you saw in the little video here, I just stepped between a couple cars, talked to some of Clint's staff, and got my shot walking through because the town hall's on the other side of the street. But he has done such a great job. And we just don't realize how tough it is to manage any organization during the COVID pandemic. But to manage a medical organization when you're worried about your staff, people in the community, was absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, Glenn. The other person I want to talk about is Chief Brad Bradley, and we're going to see a video from him later. Chief Bradley has done so many great things. Incidentally, his Marana baseball team is in the Little League World Series, representing Marana, and that's where he is. Chief Bradley is an awesome guy, and he has done so many things to make Northwest Fire District so prominent in our region, and doing so many different things. 2 new stations in northern Marana, one on Tangerine Road, one in Dove Mountain. And something else that Chief Bradley did, because he thinks out of the box, is Marana had a development code, and Northwest Fire had a development code. Guess what? The codes weren't the same. So every time somebody tried to build a major building or in something in our industry, we had to fight over the code. Chief Bradley stepped forward, along with some senior members of our staff, put our codes together. Now the Northwest Fire Code and the Town of Marana's emergency code are exactly identical because of his leadership. So I'm going to step away from the podium now, and Dan Morris is going to come up and officially introduce our speakers for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate that. Our first speaker today is Amy McReynolds, our first person to be on the stage. Amy is the Tucson Division President of KB Home. KB Home is one of the largest and most recognizable home builders in the United States, building quality homes for over 60 years. Amy is an alumni of the Marana Unified School District, as the mayor mentioned. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. She's got a bachelor's degree in business from the University of Arizona, so bear down for that as well. Her almost 30-year career in home building encompasses Tucson, Phoenix, New Mexico, and Southern California, where she's been a part of helping over 15,000 first-time home buyers, families, and empty nesters fulfill the American dream of home ownership. But her favorite part of being back in her hometown and leading KB Homes since 2013. So please welcome Amy McReynolds.
Tucson Division President for KB Home. KB Home is a national home builder building homes in 45 markets in 19 states across the United States. While KB Home is a national organization, as mentioned, I'm local and my team is local, raised local, and an important note, we are all Wildcat fans. I grew up Marana, Marana raised me, and now it's incredibly special to have a role in helping others call Marana home and live Marana. This last year, our homes took on a broader definition. They became our school, they became our office, our homes became our favorite restaurant, our entertainment. I had Spirit Week because my daughter's school ended, so we held Spirit Week one week. They became our safe haven, and they became our sanctuary. The value of not only what KB Home does, but what all home builders do and what we provide, it took on additional meaning. At the start of the pandemic, our goal was to keep employees safe, our trade partners safe, and our customers safe. We implemented wellness checks, safety checks, work from home, safety supervisors, the Zoom and team meeting calls, and a virtual experience that allowed our customers to view our model homes and our studio from the safety of their home. Customers could work virtually with their sales counselor and their studio consultant, purchasing and personalizing their home to their preferences. In addition, KB Home has always been committed to designing and building new homes that support our family's health and well-being. And as a refocus, we've made standard in every home to have high-performance ventilators and whole house infiltration systems that continuously improve the air quality of the home. Our homes are 100% energy audited with industry-leading home energy rating system scores, or HERS scores. Reducing the impact of our business on our environment is a priority for KB Home and a benefit to our homeowner. As demand for new homes increases, the home building industry is navigating material challenges, labor shortages, transportation, and logistical issues. With new home permits up in Marana, as the mayor mentioned, 36% and 43% in the entire market compared to last year, everyone is stretched by the demand. I want to thank the municipalities that are in attendance, the utility companies, and the Town of Marana Development Services Department, and the inspectors who collaborated with us every day to complete each home for our new home buyer. Thank you to the Town Council, staff, and Marana Unified School District for welcoming and embracing new homes and new home neighborhoods. From Tangerine Corridor, Dove Mountain, Twin Peaks, Gladden Farms, we're currently on our path to over 500 new homes in Gladden Farms, to our brand new community, Colina de Anza, Cortero, and Hartman. KB Home chooses to build in Marana because of the amazing parks, streets, schools, access to jobs, healthcare, and public safety provided for our homeowners. And our homeowners choose Marana for those same reasons. Marana is a great place to live, work, play, and go to school. And we are proud to provide homes for families to do so, especially in my hometown. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. I've been watching that one off of Camino, Hartman and Camino de Este go up. They got some beautiful homes over there, so thank you. Well, starting off as a firefighter, Chief Brad Bradley began his service in the Northwest Fire District back in 1999. The third fire chief to be sworn into the Northwest Fire District since its inception in the early 80s, Chief Bradley is the first to be promoted to the top from the position of firefighter recruit. He's gone all the way through the ranks. Chief Bradley's reputation for action, performance, and a sense of humor are known both inside the Northwest Fire District and beyond it. Chief Bradley also serves in the community as an executive member for several organizations, including the Southwest Arizona Emergency Medical Services Council and Pima County Fire Chiefs Association Board of Directors. He is also a Marana youth baseball coach, which is why, unfortunately, he can't be here today as our local teams are participating in the 2021 USAAA League World Series in San Diego. So fortunate for them. They got a great coach. Yeah. But before Chief Bradley cruised over to San Diego, we stopped by the station at KOLD to leave us this message.
Good afternoon. I'm sorry I'm not able to be there with you in person, but thank you to KOLD News 13 for sharing their studio with me so I could still be a part of this important event. The Northwest Fire District was established in 1983 by a group of citizens interested in establishing a higher level of fire and emergency medical services on the northwest side of Tucson. In the late 1980s and into the 1990s, both the Town of Marana and the Northwest Fire District experienced growth that caused the two jurisdictions to overlap. In the late 1990s, the Town of Marana recognized the need for qualified and consistent fire and emergency medical coverage throughout the town limits. Marana initiated a competitive process to identify a fire service provider that could meet the town's needs. Northwest Fire was chosen as a result of this process and began providing coverage in all areas of the town that were not already within a defined fire protection district. Since this agreement was enacted, Northwest Fire has successfully annexed properties within the Marana town boundaries and become the town's largest fire and emergency medical service provider. For more than 20 years, the Town of Marana and the Northwest Fire District have worked collaboratively to ensure the safety and well-being of our mutual residents and visitors. Agreements between the district and the town exist to ensure that our two institutions make the most of taxpayer funding by reducing duplicate fees, sharing use of facilities, coordinating new growth, and promoting new development. In 2019, the district and town came to a mutual agreement on the revision of the International Fire Code to reduce confusion and redundancy for business owners and home builders. This initiative was a joint venture that was designed with the best interest of the end user in mind. To ensure that Marana is a safe place to live, work, and play, the district and town collaborate before, during, and after each of the 4 Marana signature events. Ensuring that the residents and visitors of Marana can come together to celebrate and socialize in a safe environment is of paramount importance for the elected officials and staff from both organizations. Keeping pace with the rapid growth occurring within the town of Marana, Northwest Fire has invested nearly $50 million in buildings and many millions more in response apparatus and other capital investments within the boundaries of the town of Marana. 6 of the 11 stations operated by the Northwest Fire District fall within the town limits. In 2019, 2 new fire stations were opened thanks to voter-approved bond funding. Station 337 is located near the Gallery Sports Club in Dub Mountain and was a relocation from the original fire station located near the new MUSD K-8 STEM school located in the southern half of Dub Mountain. As growth continued in the Dub Mountain region, it became difficult to maintain our standard for response time to the far reaches of the Dub Mountain community. The new Station 337 allows for a rapid and equitable response time throughout the Dub Mountain area. Station 341 on Tangerine, west of I-10, was built simultaneously and was needed to keep pace with growth in the area of the Gladden Farms community and the surrounding area. Both new stations reaffirm our commitment to the residents and the town to maintain the highest level of readiness and response. In addition to these facilities, the district's training center, fleet facility, and administration building are also located within the boundaries of the town. Due to our own growth, the current administration building for the district has reached capacity, and voter-approved bond funding has been secured to build a new administration building. To further our mutual commitment and collaboration, the town and district negotiated the sale of a piece of town-owned property next to Fire Station 336 on Marana Main Street to build the new district administration facility. The building is currently under construction with a tentative move-in date of April 2022. With a full understanding and appreciation of the investment that the residents and business owners within the district commit to us each year, it is important to provide the best possible return on that investment in as many ways as possible. That is why the district committed itself to achieve an insurance service office rating of 1, which was formally enacted on July 1, 2019. The ISO scoring, which ranges from 1 to 10, determines the cost of insurance premiums for property owners within the district boundaries. The ISO score of 1 obtained by the district ensures that property owners within the district pay the lowest possible insurance premiums. Only 373 fire departments out of the more than 40,000 evaluated by ISO currently hold an ISO rating of 1. The district is also in its 3rd 5-year cycle as an accredited agency with the Commission on Fire Accreditation International. As an accredited agency, we undergo extreme vetting on all our business and response processes every 5 years to maintain our accredited status. Northwest Fire is one of only 270 fire departments in the United States to achieve accreditation, and one of only 87 to achieve accreditation and an ISO scoring of 1. While the Town of Marana and the Northwest Fire District may be two separate government entities, our collective goal is to work together as seamlessly as possible. Every person inside our respective boundaries should be able to enjoy time with their family and friends, find comfort in their homes, and build their businesses knowing that collectively we work day and night to ensure the safety and protection of each of you.
All right, Chief, bring home that trophy now. No pressure. I'd like to introduce our next guest speaker today. Clinton Coons has been CEO of MHC Healthcare since 2013. As CEO, Dr. Coons leads MHC with 17 healthcare locations serving all of Pima County. Dr. Coons has experience in all areas of healthcare management, including operations, finance, information technology, and building construction. He serves on the board of directors of the Arizona Alliance for Community Health Centers, Arizona Health Insurance Reciprocal Company, and Sun Corridor in P3, Arizona. He also serves on the board and is president of both Collaborative Ventures Network and BB Cares Network, which focuses on value-based contracting. Clinton has a doctoral degree in behavioral health from Arizona State University, a master's degree in information technology from Boston University, and an undergrad degree in computer science from Mount Vernon Nazarene University. On the personal side, he lives in Tucson with his wife Kendra and their 3 kids, Elijah, Mia, and Arana. In his spare time, he enjoys camping, hiking, riding his Harley, and spending time with his family. Please welcome Mike Coons.
Thank you for the introduction in here as well. MHC Healthcare is a proven healthcare home for Marana and all of Pima County, offering primary healthcare, behavioral health, dental, pharmacy, and WIC services to people in all walks of life. MHC began 64 years ago in the Marana cotton fields, where we became a resource for basic, free healthcare. Today we have 17 locations throughout Pima County and serve nearly 60,000 patients. This includes our newest location at St. Mary's Hospital. Patients don't just come to MHC for their health, they come to MHC because we bring compassion, commitment, and health resources to everyone who needs care, no matter their age, income, race, or socioeconomic status. This past year, MHC was at the forefront of the COVID-19 pandemic. To keep our employees and community safe, we provided COVID testing as well as behavioral health, medical, and dental services all through telehealth. Employees who could work from home did so. While those working on the front lines were provided personal protective equipment. And thanks to several federal grants, MHC did not furlough any employees. This allowed us to be ready to deliver the COVID vaccine once it became available in December. Since that time, MHC has delivered over 21,000 vaccine doses to our community through the use of drive-through vaccination clinics in Marana, Oro Valley, Picture Rocks, and even the Tucson Mall. The pandemic strengthened MHC's partnerships with agencies throughout our community. The Town of Marana, the Town of Oro Valley, Marana Unified School District, Trico Electric, Avar Valley Fire District, Northwest Fire District, and many others have all supported MHC with both COVID testing and our vaccination clinics. The Pima County Health Department worked very hard to get us vaccines for the Marana community as soon as they were available. These partnerships and many more have worked to keep this community safe during these times. Furthermore, telehealth is breaking down barriers for our providers and patients. The pandemic has prompted a series of changes to federal and state and private payer policies that now allow telehealth to meet patient demand through prompt, convenient, and efficient healthcare. MHC will continue to use telehealth in the future so that time, distance, and availability are smaller obstacles for our patients. MHC has been part of this community for the past 64 years, and we plan to continue serving Marana for many more. As we look to the future, technology, regulations, and populations will all change, but one thing always stays the same, and that's our commitment to providing quality health care with a heart. Thank you.
Well, big thank you for all of our guests for sharing their amazing stories and accomplishments. part of it. I think Mayor mentioned that I do live and work in Marana, and I love it. I'm from a small town in Oklahoma, and Marana has that small town community feel, even though we've exploded so much. I remember when I first got here in 1999, I got a speeding ticket from Marana PD. Yeah, thumbs up. And I had to go to court. And if I remember correctly, Mayor, was it a travel trailer or something back then? I mean, I remember thinking, where am I living? But now you go to Marana, and it's the town complex out there. So I think it says so much to our leaders in this room who've worked so hard to bring Marana to the forefront of just a growing city, doing it right. As a father of 3 boys, 2 young ones, I love all the parks. I love the water parks. So I just want to say thanks to all those people who make this possible for us. Now, I'd like to bring up Mayor Honey back to the stage to join me in this portion of our program. He's already sitting here, the Marana Community Awards. Every year, the Town of Marana invites its members of the public to nominate someone for their impacts on the community for the Branding Iron Awards and the Marana Youth Legacy Award. Because the 2020 State of the Town event was canceled last year, the nominations were moved to this year, and I'm excited to present those award recipients to you today. First, the Youth Legacy Award. Cameron Walsh, please make your way to the stage. The Marana County Council created the Youth Legacy Award to acknowledge youth in the community who make Marana a better place for everyone. Now listen to what Cameron does. He was nominated for this award by his 5th grade teacher at DeGrasse Elementary. Cameron was the first to welcome new students into the classroom by being kind, caring, and helpful. He tutored others, including those with disabilities, and helped them to complete their math, reading, and history lessons. Cameron was voted among his peers to be the Sergeant-at-Arms for Student Council, and in 2019 was selected to represent MUSD at the Cardinal Kids Combine Day at the Cardinal Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Cameron, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Congratulations. Marana branding irons are awarded to those who have made a mark on the community. Get it? Branding, mark? I thought that was pretty clever. Branding, Mayor. Individual branding iron, we're going to start off today with Naveed Karazi. He's nominated for Branding Iron Award by Michael J. DeNicola for support of veterans through the Wing and Prayer House Farm. According to Mr. DeNicola, Karazi has been our coach, friend, and mentor. Through animal therapy, he taught us how to ride, and he did so with an open heart. As a Purple Heart town, the town of Marana is proud to recognize Naveed for his support of veterans in the community. Please join me in congratulating Naveed Karazi. And by the looks of that cowboy hat, I think you know how to use that thing. Our next organization for the Branding Iron Award is the Sylvan Learning Center. Since opening Sylvan Learning Center in 2018, Catherine Oberholzer has provided tutoring service, college prep classes, STEM camps, and so much more for our children of Marana. Through her organization, she helps children build self-confidence and to grow academically in a positive learning environment. She never turns anyone away, even offering reduced pricing and scholarship programs to families in need, therefore giving learning opportunities to those who may not otherwise be able to receive it. Please join me in congratulating Catherine for making a mark on our community through her work at the Sylvan Learning Center. And thank you all to our award recipients for their impacts on the community, making positive impacts for us. Now I'd like to bring the Marana Chamber of Commerce's new president and CEO to the stage, Amanda Wiggins. Let me tell you something about Amanda. She and her family relocated to Marana, Arizona last year from Tallahassee, Florida, where for more than 7 years she held various roles within the Greater Tallahassee Chamber of Commerce. Most recently, she was the program director of Leadership Tallahassee. A graduate of Florida State University, she holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Public Relations and is an active member of the Junior League of Tucson. Amanda has developed through involvement, in the Association of Leadership Programs, Association of Chamber of Commerce Executives, Access Tallahassee, Florida Public Relations Associations, and the Association of Junior Leagues International. Welcome, Amanda.
to work alongside each of you to make our community the best place to call home and to do business. My flame is lit by the many conversations and connections I have made in my first few weeks here at the Marana Chamber of Commerce. To see this event, the deserving award recipients, and how our community came together in the toughest of times confirms that I'm right where I'm meant to be. I would like to personally take this moment to thank each of you for the warmest of welcomes to this organization and community. There is a clear vision for the future and unparalleled opportunity in Marana. In addition to that, there is a remarkable level of care, understanding, and celebration of community. I've quickly realized that is what has made Marana the fastest growing community in Southern Arizona. Thank you to each of you for being community champions, supporting your Marana Chamber of Commerce and the local business community. It is through your support that we can accomplish great things together. Next, I would like to thank, in addition to our incredible members, the incredible staff that we have at the Marana Chamber of Commerce. Rebecca and Tammy have given me the warmest of welcomes to the crew, as well as putting on an event of this size with a staff of 3 and 1 who is new to the job for 4 weeks. So thank you, Tammy and Rebecca, for all that you've done here. Second to last, I would like to take this opportunity, since I'm up here, to remind you to vote for your favorite local businesses in the Daily Star Reader's Choice Awards. I think we have a few days left. And then help the Marana Chamber of Commerce win it 6 years in a row as Best Chamber of the Year. So please do that. Codes are all online. You can find those. As well as making sure that you're all aware that the Marana Chamber of Commerce has renamed our golf tournament, the Marana Chamber of Commerce Ed Schoolmaker Golf Tournament. I hope that we can expect you to be there to support the memory of Ed, who I didn't have the pleasure of meeting, but have heard his legacy through our community. So I'm grateful to make that announcement to you. That is August 27th, that event. So I hope to see you at the JW Marriott sponsorship and players tournament. Word I'm thinking of is teams is available. So thank you so much. Now I'd like to ask Mayor Honey to come to the podium for final remarks.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our speakers, Amy and Clint and Brad. I think they provided great service to our community and did a great job today. I want to say a few things in closing. The town of Marana has done really well during the pandemic. And like our friends in healthcare or our friends in the fire districts, about 2/3 of the employees of the town of Marana had to go to work every day during the pandemic. Our police officers, our park and recreation workers, because our parks were open, our streets and road personnel, our utility personnel to keep your water and wastewater flowing, and our animal control people. And I want to give a special thanks to them for what they had done for us in the last year. I want to introduce a couple people before we close. The first person I want to put on the spot is Terry Roosevelt. Please stand. That was a pretty quick stand there. I still call him Chief half the time, but I'm getting used to it. But Terry has been a tremendous inspiration to the town of Marana since officially appointed in February, interim for a couple months before that. Came in during the pandemic, did a phenomenal job, kept us all informed, providing great leadership, and I have great plans for the future, and I think you're going to be the guy to lead it. Thank you very much. Also, there are 7 of us on the council, and I want to thank my peers on the council. I would ask them to stand when I call your name. Councilmember Jackie Craig. Councilmember Pat Comerford. Councilmember John Officer. Councilmember Roxanne Ziegler. on our third time. And Vice Mayor John Perry. These people work very hard. You guys can be seated now. These people worked very hard for us during the pandemic. I talked to every one of them at least once a week during the pandemic. I thought we had to stay in touch with each other. They got to where they wouldn't answer the phone if they saw it was my number on the phone. We did very well in our community, and it's thanks to you, the people of our community, that did that. Homeowners, business owners, people providing services to our community. And I think we're going to have a banner year to start with next year. I'd like to end like I always do, and say, God bless the town of Marana, and God bless you, each and every one. Thank you for coming.